Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sonya Maya. I'm a clinical psychology doctorate student. I like to post about sex, relationships, psychology. I'm very passionate about it. And it's my birthday tomorrow, so as a birthday present to me, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on bell notifications. Today I want to focus on how being active, like physically active and exercising, can actually help with your sexual performance and sexual satisfaction, which are so important to psychological well-being, which is why I'm studying it and trying to make it less taboo in general to talk about sex. I'm also going to talk about coregasms, which I've talked about before on my TikTok, but what is a coregasm? Watch until the end of the video to find out nice research information about coregasms. So in general, you may or may not know this, but exercising helps you feel more connected with your body, and it can really improve your health overall. So if you are exercising regularly, you're more likely to have better cardiovascular health, meaning your heart is healthier, and it'll also help you maintain a healthy weight. Of course, your weight is associated with your self-esteem, and how you feel about yourself has a really big impact on your sex life. For men, if you're more sexually active, you're more likely to have better stamina. As you may or may not know, as a man, when you exercise often, it actually increases your testosterone, and testosterone helps you last longer in bed. Research shows that body image is strongly tied to sexual satisfaction, especially among women. Therefore, when you feel more attractive, you're more likely to be more horny and enjoy sexual experiences. And if you think about it, it actually is really hard to enjoy sex if you're constantly thinking about how you look, or if you look fat in a certain position, that kind of thing. And if you're exercising regularly, you're more likely to feel good about yourself and feel confident, and those thoughts don't really come to your head as much. And I've talked about this before, but orgasm, the ability to achieve an orgasm, is 90% in a woman's head. So if her head is elsewhere and she's thinking about how she looks, she's not gonna be able to focus on the pleasure and achieve orgasm most of the time. A 2019 issue of the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that doing cardio can help prevent sexual issues among men and women. And research also shows that exercise can help stimulate arousal in women. So basically, when you exercise often, it increases the activity in your sympathetic nervous system. Therefore, there's more blood flow, and the hormones help you be in a better mood, and it's going to help more of a blood rush to the genitals. Apparently, after a workout, blood rushes to your genitals 169% more than just like typical times when you're not working out. Also, this is really important for women that are older who are worried about menopause symptoms, because they sound really terrible. When you get older and have struggle with menopause symptoms, which might be painful or uncomfortable, exercising your pelvic floor muscles can actually help decrease some of these menopausal symptoms and help you manage them. And other research also shows that being more physically active can help women actually overcome vaginal dryness that takes place sometimes during menopause. And it can also help decrease night sweats and hot flashes, because exercise increases that blood flow everywhere, including the genitals, and that can really, really help with vaginal dryness and other symptoms as you get older. In 2018, research showed that physical activity among men can actually decrease erectile dysfunction. So if you're someone that can't really get it up, then if you work out more often, likely to actually stay hard. It's recommended from that particular research review that men should complete about 40 minutes to moderate to vigorous aerobic exercise approximately 4 times a week in order to help them with this. So what is a coregasm? It's interesting because I talked about this on my TikTok before, how a lot of the time when you're doing like an abdominal muscle exercise, it doesn't happen for everyone, but sometimes a coregasm will happen. You'll have like this orgasm that's different than a regular orgasm, but it's like correlated. It's like in the center of your body. And there's also exercise-induced sexual pleasure, which is different than a coregasm, because sometimes you might feel like a sexual pleasure from a certain move, but a coregasm is like an actual, like, there's contractions, there's some kind of actual feeling of release. Whereas exercise-induced sexual pleasure, EISP, is just pleasure in general, and it doesn't always end in a coregasm. Research actually shows that sexual thoughts and fantasy is very rarely associated with these things. So people have these coregasms even when they're not horny. Men and women can have a coregasm, but they're more likely among women. When a man has one, it's a little bit, apparently it's like related to prostate stimulation a little bit. So it can feel similar to a deep vaginal orgasm, but it might not be as intense. and a lot of women say it's not like as tingly. So for women, apparently they have a coregasm from crunches, side crunches, leg lifts, knee lifts, hip thrusts, squats, hanging leg raises, pull-ups, chin-ups, hamstring curls, and for men, sit-ups, weightlifting, climbing, pull-ups, and chin-ups. So in order to like increase your chances of having one, it generally happens by accident, but if you strengthen your core with workouts and incorporate Kegel exercises, that might actually increase your chance of having one. And also doing 20 to 30 minutes of cardio at the start of your workout might actually increase your sexual arousal and desire, which is interesting. Usually I've heard that it's better to do cardio after your workout. Like if you're lifting weights, you do cardio after, but I mean, to each his own, I guess. Some people might actually find them like awkward, uncomfortable. So they might want to prevent this because it might make you feel like kind of weird about working out in public. In general, like if you want to avoid one, then you probably should try avoiding the exercises that lead to that for you. And you might like, let's say you feel a coregasm coming in the middle of your workout, coming, no pun intended, then I would maybe like move on to your next move. Unless you're alone, and then why not? If it's enjoyable, it's enjoyable. I just want to say, and overall, so research shows that being more active is associated with higher sexual satisfaction, higher sexual performance, and like I've said before, it's so highly correlated with psychological well-being, and there's so much research out there too that shows that when you're more active, you're less likely to be depressed and anxious. So just overall, we should be active, and it doesn't have to mean like intense workouts. Like this could be like a brisk walk. It doesn't have to be crazy. When you're more active, more physically active, you're probably going to enjoy sex, be more excited about sex, have a higher self-esteem, which will help with sex. I'm saying sex a lot. And if you are struggling or about to have menopause as a woman, keep that in mind too. Make sure you stay active to help manage those symptoms. In general, it helps with your mood. It makes you in a better mood. You know, like all these things that I hear about, like exercise being healthy, I hear about orgasms too. Like orgasms more often can help increase your lifespan and improve your mood, and so does exercise. They both help you sleep better. They just go hand in hand, you know? They both involve moving your body. So, and they both like have such a big impact on hormones and release and endorphins, you know? That feeling like after a workout can be like really, really good feeling, almost like that feeling after sex, you know? So they're very, very highly linked. So I hope you learned something from this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on bell notifications. Do it for your girl's birthday. And I will see you next week for another video.